Hello everyone. I've been enjoying doing the videos and it's been great to hear from the people who are doing them, and a little bit every day goes a long ways. One of my teachers like to say if you can do 5 minutes every day, you'll get more than if you're doing 2 hours once a week. So here's our 5 minutes. I hope you enjoy it. I thought today we'd just kind of play around a little bit with movement and some of the pieces that help Qigong work, and you can feel some of the flow, and we'll do a little form and enjoy. So let's just kind of warm up. We're gonna just move our shoulders, move our arms, just kind of roll. So kind of like we're rowing a boat. We're gonna go one way, and then we're gonna go the other. Just get stuff moving, get our legs moving. We're just kind of marching here. Take your hands and just kind of squeeze and press, squeeze and press, squeeze and press. It's a nice kind of brain activity. We're gonna just march and touch our knees. It's good for the back actually. A little stabilizing. It's good for the nervous system. Anything that crosses midline left and right and left, helps integrate the brain, so we're helping our brain feel better, work better. All right, so this is just a simple way of kind of getting into what the flow and Qigong is about and feeling it. Everything we do, we want it to be comfortable, and one of the big things that people say is that the soft overcomes the hard, so water can smooth out the rock, and with Qigong, the movement, you want to find a flow in yourself and through the movement that you're doing. So one of the really common movements is just inhaling and letting your arms kind of rise and fall. And we can think of our hands like we're just moving through water. So if you took your hand and you ran it through a pond or a bathtub, it would just kind of naturally move like this. So it's like the wrist is almost leading the movement here. And we're inhaling, and the hands come up, and then exhale, and the wrist kind of brings the hand back down. It just creates a flow. And energy's everywhere. It's in the air, it's in the water, it's in the food, it's in the people we're interacting with. Inhale and exhale. And so our hands are kind of flowing through the energy around us. And we're going to inhale, and this time we're going to go out to the side. So think wrists, letting your hands move, and then exhale. And inhale, this is good for the lungs. And exhale. And you can see my elbows are kind of down below my hands. This is a nice soft place for my shoulder to be. And exhale. So this is the wrist right now, we're leading, and then exhale down. Now we're going to do the same thing. Instead of leading with our, if I can talk, leading with our wrists, we're going to actually use our shoulders to create that motion, just so we can kind of see what that feels like. So inhale, and just think my shoulders are kind of going to create this. So they're going to almost lead the motion. And this opens up the spine, opens up the chest. Now we're going to go out. So breathing, inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And then inhale, exhale down. So that's wrists and shoulders. And now we're going to try and see if we can find movement through our breath. So our hands aren't going to move as much, but now by inhaling, you can see the chest kind of opens, and then exhale, and the chest closes. And you're looking for this to get easier and smoother. The smoothness allows the body to release. So stress and tension tends to kind of make us hold, and finding ways for our body to flow actually lets us let go of that stuff. So inhale and exhale. You just feel your shoulders kind of roll as you breathe. Inhale. And let that motion actually move out to your fingers. Initially, this isn't going to feel like much. But qi, one of the words for qi actually means air. And so qigong, it's this energy cultivation, but it's also this way of helping air kind of, and the power that air has, move through the body. You think about a living body, the one thing that it is doing is it's always kind of respirating. It's always letting stuff move and flow, and the in and out of air is a big part of that. So just letting our shoulders move with our breath, letting our hands move. So if we do that same kind of flow that we were doing before, but now we kind of think that the breath is moving, the shoulders and the wrists are kind of moving together. Let this kind of just move through our body. In some ways what I'm doing right now is a little more like Tai Chi. This kind of constant motion. There's some parts of Qigong that are like this too, but a lot of Qigong is still, and we'll do a form in a second and kind of talk about that. And just exhale back down. How to be still and move. That's the kind of tension. When we find that, then we're kind of into our flow. So now we're just going to use the legs, and it's kind of the same idea. We're going to flow with our legs, so we're going to flow and let our weight kind of pour like we're pouring water from one foot to the other. And think about bringing your weight into your back. You're going to use your back to kind of support yourself. And the smaller it is, the easier it is. You don't want to hurt your knees or your hips. So we're just going to kind of pour our weight from one foot into the other. I'm using my hands to kind of help this flow. So pour from one into the other. And this is a nice way to kind of feel your feet. So letting my weight kind of move across my foot. We're just pouring from one to the other. If it's easier to use a counter, you can. It's a nice exercise actually for the back and for your knees. But if your weight gets too far forward, it's kind of hard on them. So be gentle, it should feel good. Pain is a sign of obstruction. Qi, Gong, acupuncture, acupressure, it's all about helping flow. So if it hurts, we're not doing what we want. It should feel good. It's your body. Make it happy. All right, and so now we're going to move into a form. This is the one I taught a couple weeks ago. Took a little break. We were working on loans. We're back now. It's been fun to hear from people who've been following. So we're going to inhale up and then exhale. Let the breath move your hands out. And then just hold here for a minute. And you're looking for that same kind of sense of the breath is creating softness in your arms, in your shoulders. And this one, actually, it's good for the immune system. Creates space around your body, helps you kind of with how you interface out into the world. Clears out all the energy you don't want. And then inhale. Hands kind of float down to the sides. This is like we're a mountain and our arms are rivers, and that water is kind of flowing down into our hands. And as you're standing here, you'll feel like there's a weight in your hands. And it actually kind of opens up your shoulders. So inhale and exhale, and just let your shoulders soften. Let your hands kind of create space through your neck. Inhale, exhale, feel your feet, feel your spine. It's all about connections. We're connecting with our body. I'm talking again. With our body, the energy around us. Our next breath, we'll inhale, and our hands just kind of float out to our sides like there's an ocean next to us, and we're connecting with our palms into that. And again, the breath lets our shoulders soften, lets our back soften, lets our neck soften. And just let yourself feel this. When your energy is flowing, your body is creating health, it's helping you with digestion, immunity, stress, all of it. So now we're going to inhale, and our hands come here. So this hand is going to hold at the lower dantian, which is 3 fingertips below the belly. And this one's going to come to the solar plexus, and we're just going to sweep. So a little turn with your waist. This is with your waist. This is called cloud hands. It's a variation. Just bring it back. So with one hand, we're receiving the energy, and with the other hand, we're letting it go back into the world. And just breathing. It's good for the spine, and the hips, and the knees. And letting go of what we don't want, bringing in all the energy that we need. this 10 times. So coming back. Now we're gonna hold, our hands are gonna point into that lower dantian here, just a couple fingertips below our belly button. We'll just connect. Inhale and exhale, and feel the breath kind of move through your body, through your low back, your hips, your knees, your feet, and then let your head kind of open up so that through the crown we're lifting into the heavens, and through the soles of our feet we're connecting to earth. Now lower dantian is a reservoir. It kind of helps with how we store chi, but it also ties into kind of peace and connection with the world around us. And so you're building your own connection with yourself, with your community, and caring for yourself here. And it should feel soft. So all of this is kind of soft, just like when you're moving, but now you're standing still. That's the challenge and the fun part of all this too. All right, exhale, we'll just bring our hands back to our dantian and hold our belly. And that's our work for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care.